So hello guys and welcome back to a brand new video. So last time we learned about the basics of Unity, how to download and how to open and Falana Dimkana, the basics of Unity basically. Today we are going to learn a bit more about Unity, how to add objects, how to add spheres and colliders and other stuff. What are colliders, what are rigid bodies, other stuff. So without wasting any time, let's dive straight into this. I will try to keep the video smaller because the video was too lengthy. So yeah, without wasting any time, let's dive straight into the video. So yeah, let's start with the basics here because that's what we do here. Start with basics. So yeah, we have opened our project here and we want to do is add some objects and add some physics to it today. Like Newton, we want to get Newton sir into our project. So we want our objects to abide the laws of Newton. So let's let's do this. First we are going to create an empty 3D object. Not empty 3D object, we are going to create a cube. How you can create a cube? Go to hierarchy tab and then 3D object, cube, and you got a cube right there. You can move it. I guess I already taught you this that you can move it like that. But if not, you got the 5 tools here. You can move it with these tools here and there. You can rotate like this, but I am not gonna do that right now. Keep it 0. You can change the size like this, and if I guess, yep, you can do it bigger. Why are we making it bigger? Because we want this to be our surface. Now where is our camera? Yeah, here is our camera, and if you use shortcuts QWERT to do the stuff, you can see the camera's angle on this side. Yeah, and yeah, this is our plain ground. We added a ground here. You can color it, but we are gonna learn it in later videos. Materials, we're gonna learn about materials later. I'm gonna put this in the center. So click on. This is our inspector tab, and we have this. What do we call them here? I forgot the name, but we have these tabs here. You can right click and reset them. Oh, okay. Never mind. Control Z. We don't want to reset. We want to reposition them. So I just want to put them in center. Just give everything 0, and that's perfect. Yeah, that looks beautiful. Now, what else do we need? This is our ground. We will need another object to fall on the ground. No, we are not going to create an empty. So click right click and do a 3D object. Create a sphere. So how can you move? Did you remember the method of moving? Right clicking and WSD. You can move with that. Yeah, just making some adjustments. That looks okay. Okay. These are components. By the way, I remember the name by reading here. These are components. Transform component, sphere. These are mesh filter, mesh renderers. They are a bit deep, so we are gonna see them later. But this is collider. This helps our object to collide with things. Like we have a. How can I explain this shit? Okay, never mind. I will explain it properly later. First, we need to learn about rigid body. Let's add a component. Rigid. What does rigid body do, or what is rigid body? It's a component which gives our object physical properties, like a gravitational force will be applied to it if it has a rigid body component. So yeah, if I just play the game right now, what you will see is wait, okay, what you will see is our ball is flying in the air, our platform is also flying in the air, nothing is falling down. So gravitational force doesn't apply to this, or not any other physical force applies to it. So yeah, to apply physical force, we will add component and we will add rigid body. After adding the rigid body, I haven't changed any value here. We are just going to use gravity, and yeah, we don't need to change any other values here, like we don't need to give any constants and etc. We will learn about them later. But for now, what do we need to learn? If you check this out, you see our ball falls on the ground, straight up down, like it falls on the ground. Yeah, basically it falls on the ground. Now if I rotate the ground on some angle like 10 and then play, you will see that ball will fall on the ground and then slide down, and it's rotating. If I play now, you can see in the rotation value it's also rotating, so it practically takes all the physical value. Now it was rotating on x, so what does constraints do? If I freeze the rotation on x, it won't rotate on x-axis. See, now it doesn't rotate on x-axis and it doesn't fall down. So that's what constraints do. Now, if I take away the box collider from the ground, what will happen? Take a guess. What will happen? What can happen if I take away the box collider? As you see, is it passes straight down, straight through the flat ground and falls underneath. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Okay, it falls underneath and straight down. So box collider helps you collide the things, and rigid body gives physical properties to it. Now we also have a component called where was it? Rigid body 2D, which is used for making 2D objects work. Like it helps 2D objects to work. Okay, you get the idea. Okay, don't don't make me mess up my English. Okay, yeah. So now what can we do more to make it understandable? Well, we are gonna delete our cube first. You can probably add some objects here, like a couple of cubes here and there.
Yeah. You can have fun. Come on. Okay. You can just lay down some cubes here and there and then. Oh no, I don't want an empty. Yeah. Just use some cubes. Maybe a couple of spheres. And then you should give them rigid body. All of them.
And then play, all of them will fall on the ground. Yeah, yeah, all of them falls on the ground. That's the basic idea. But now let's see some sub sub. What do we call them? Sub options of the of the component of the rigid body component. Yeah. So what do we have here? We got mass, we got drag, we got angular drag. What is drag? What is drag? I don't know what is drag. Let's see. Maybe it's a dragging property. You see that? Okay, that's the drag. It falls down slowly on the ground. You see? So you see that falls down slowly compared to others. Weight, you know what is weight, right? It's the weight probably. Is kinematic. Kinematic, it's maybe something like it gives yeah, it's kinematic because it's static, you know. How can I explain this shit? Yeah, it will stay there, but it will have physical components. Like if something touches this or forces this, it will go away, or maybe yeah. Let's see. Let me explain if I can explain it properly. So what does kinematic do? It holds it up. You know, it has that component and it is rigid, but it won't leave its position. You know, it will be static there. It can be used to make some walls maybe. Yeah, it can have its purposes. So what else do we have here? Collision detection. Yeah, it can detect collisions. It can detect collisions. Okay. Constraints, we already see them. Position constraint. So now what else do we have here? Constraints, and that's all. Rotation stops the rotation. Information is just information. That's rigid body. Now if we check out collider, you can adjust colliders. Where is it? Yeah, you can adjust the collider size here. Man, give me some zoom. Okay, I still don't know how to, but you can adjust the collider size here. What will it do? The collider will, let me show you. I have increased the size of the collider, but object size is still the same. What's gonna change? You can guess that. Guess it. Yeah, you see that it stays in the air. It stays in the air, it moves in the air, and it gives itself a bigger collider, man. How can I explain it easily? Okay, that's that, and it's a trigger. When it enters, it will send the code or the machine the message that it has triggered something. When something collides, it will pass through it, but it will send a message that it has triggered. We will learn about it easily when we code. Okay. Material, it's colliders material. I don't know why people use colliders material, but whatever. Center, it's the center of collider. Well, if I do it 0, it will be in center exactly. Radius, if I do it 0, it will be 0. Oh, whoa, what the hell is that? If I give it 1, it will be 1, means it will be comparative to objects radius. Okay, that's it, that's all. So that's all for today's video, and that's the basic stuff to rigid body and sphere collider. In the next video, we are going to learn about materials and other stuff. Yeah, in this same project, we will make a room. We will make a classroom and give that some colors and make a bit beautiful looking classroom. So that video will be a bit longer. So see you in the next video. Bye bye. Take care. Take care.